now.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Play Nerd Allies again. And woohoo!
Yeah.
We were left on the Splinters Point where we were going for another adventure. Well, the same adventure. Do any of you guys want to give us a little synopsis of what we did last game?
Well, the only thing that really matters is that we got our shop set up here in Splinters Point. We're gonna get a shop, Balmir and I are, and it's gonna be great.
Indeed.
We're starting our journey to becoming merchants of the world.
Let's go. Very good job. Unfortunately, our owl friend is not going to be here for us, so she's probably going to be. Is it she or he? I think it's a he, isn't it? He.
I think so.
He's going to be doing some stuff in Splinter's Point to help you with your, with all of your shop and all of that. So, if nothing else to say, we basically went back to Splinter's Point, and then we talked both with an alchemist, which was, a little bit senile. And we talked also
Just a tad.
with Yurifir.
A wee bit.
And a little bit with Yurifir, so that the post could be done, and Valtor, if I'm not wrong, helped him write a letter to Cortan.
I think
So
we also made the plan to try and push back the spiders using like pheromones and like that from lizards.
That's why you talk with the alchemist. You talk about using lizard pheromones that Sharpo, the big brain robot, had a plan to do.
The five-headed droid.
And that's why you
Robot
have all
brain.
a shared inspiration. I don't know if it was recorded, that you'll have an inspiration that you can use if at any time you need to reroll something that, it's not on your favor.
Sweet.
And we ended up setting up camp on the edge of the swamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yes, we did.
On the edge of the swamp, I
right.
think you did it on a Splinter's Point. I thought you...
I thought
Yeah,
we still had half a day left, so we wanted to get to the set up camp at the edge of the swamp and then take a long rest.
Okay, there's no
I think
problem there.
Yeah, I think we were just leaving Splinter's Point to do that plan.
Okay, no problem. Then, yeah, sure. You can be on the edge of the swamp.
Cool.
And you spend the night. Let me do a little check. Who knows what dangers can emerge?
Some crazy shit goes on.
But fortunately for you, it seems to have been a pretty quiet night, a pretty relaxed. And as the first ray of sun sneak through your tents, you start to wake up to the smell of the moss and death nature that seems to be coming from the swamp.
Gross.
It's what
It
it
smells
is.
like
Ew.
well, I grew up in the forest, so
Sewer cat.
That's
I grew up in
totally
the
your
forest.
nickname.
Thank you very much.
Smells like
The trees.
adventure
I
to
mean,
me.
the smell of the swamp is a little bit off-putting, but the smell of the forest is always a nice memory.
I'm
of home.
sorry. I so desperately want a little portrait of the sewer cat now.
Don't you dare.
mean-
our proud race, I will have you know.
I'm working on them, so
fuck
who
each and
knows?
everyone.
Maybe in the near future.
Oh my! But
God,
you are all probably too young to have watched Friends. But
Wow, I did watch Friends.
but
Excuse me?
there's Phoebe
Oh,
has
no.
a song that she sings
Smelly cats.
totally replace with sewer cats.
Sewer cats.
cats.
Sewer cats.
What are they feeding you? I want
Seraph turns and walks away.
Okay, that was enough.
Seraph consents from the ether through the fourth wall.
That we're all making fun of him. We're making fun of him.
Yes.
I'll scratch each and
sorry.
every one of
So
you.
we wake up.
Yes. So, what is the first port of order? Where do we go next?
Well, I think there's two. We got to find Sharpo. Where are these lizards that you said you saw? Because we got to find those, and then we got to find the big skeeters.
Me needs to roll a history check, I believe.
Go on.
Okay, give me second. Give me second.
My brain is weeping, but my soul is so happy for this right now.
That's a mood. That's a mood for sure.
Yeah, no. My history is very bad. Here. That's a 12.
Gross.
You don't really recall exactly the place, but, well, couldn't be so difficult, isn't it? It's just a swamp.
Guys, there's just a teeny tiny tit problem. You have to bring me back, perhaps with imagery association. Jeez, I'll be able to remember.
So what you're saying is you want us to just wander around the swamp till you recognize something.
Isn't that what we do in life in general? You just wander around until you recognize something?
Can someone just draw a picture of a large lizard?
You didn't need to go and quite get that deep there, my friend. But yes.
Yes, I mean, philosophically speaking, maybe, but I feel like we all try to sort of be a little more goal oriented than just, you know, that sort of Taoist perspective on life.
You know, we've been talking a lot about goals, and me, Sharpo, has been having hard time processing thought of objective. Perhaps Sharpo will learn more following you. Jeez.
You know what they say when you're dealing with broken machinery? Just give it a good old whack and it should fix it.
Oh wow!
Oh, I would
No!
Yeah, you should totally assault a fellow party member. That's exactly what you should do.
Backhand across the face.
Frenzies don't hurt each other. Frenzies, Pat.
That's right, Sharpo.
Yes. But well, if
Okay,
you don't know
Sharpo.
anything,
No, we don't. No one's gonna
you
smack
should
you
just
around.
move on.
Well, I might pick you up and use you to smack some other things around, but
But that doesn't count.
all right.
Pick
Well,
me up
let's see.
gently, gently.
Well, okay. Can I try a nature check to see if I can figure out where the mosquitoes or the lizards are, like what
Sure.
direction to go?
I think I
assist
rolled
with
a
that?
nature
'Cause I'm
check
just gonna say
last.
the same thing.
I think I rolled one last session. I got a 17 or so.
I don't think we were here at
Well,
that
I'm
point.
seeing a 13 here. I don't know if
There's.
that's the
Do you
one.
want? Well, do you
I
want
had the
to?
D4 as well from guidance.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I don't
do you?
think. I can't remember.
Should we? Why don't we just re-roll it with advantage and guidance?
I would say so. Since you've been,
Yeah.
both of you knew the swamp before.
And we're all looking.
Yeah.
I mean, we all want to do that. So
Yeah.
So who's gonna roll?
Well,
it?
it's for nature checks. Normally, it's not like something you can collaborate. You either know it or not. But in this
Oh.
case, since knew it
we're trying
beforehand,
we're
you
trying
can
to come
use
up
it
with a plan,
advantage.
and
I suppose, yeah, because if you're looking for like
So
tracks,
can we
that'd be a
can we
survival
all do
thing.
nature checks to see if we can't figure out how to get there?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right, that's case. Boom. Ooh. Ooh. Balmy
All
has
right,
no idea.
Carnus. Plus
21.
3. There you go.
Do I nature too?
Well, you're
Sure.
the one that seems
For
to
what
remember
you
the
know.
lizard. Ah!
You know that lizards that inhabit the swamp are normally semi-aquatic, so probably if you can find a large pond or any zone that can have enough water to have one of these creatures, you should be on the go. And for the giant mosquitoes, they love every zone that it is moist. I love this word, moist. And
Such a bad word.
Moist.
Don't you dare.
Moist.
or whatever. If you find any cadaver or any type of dead creature, they are the first ones to get in there. So those are good ways to start.
Okay. So I think we could probably, if we find the lizards first, and then get whatever we can from their corpses, and then leave the rest out for the skeeters, we might just be able to ambush the mosquitoes.
I was thinking the same. I think that sounds like a good plan.
All right. Well,
I like it.
let's go find some water then. And I'm gonna
Right.
start trying to head off into the
Me
swamp.
head out.
Okay. As you enter the swamp, you see that most areas of this swamp seems that the mists are really thick. They swirl and twist, and it is really difficult to not become disoriented in this zone. You cannot really tell if the changing of the mists are because of any creature inside here, if it's alive, or if it's just the chaos related with the nature itself. However, it seems to be a path that is a little less covered by this fog than the rest of the bog that you're around. However, you cannot really see the end of the road ahead, so that's what you see. Hey, that's me.
Okay. Well,
So if you want to orient yourself a little bit better, you can always do a survival check. And let me.
I will take you up on that. My survival's decent.
I'll aid you on that.
Okay. Oh, shit, I forgot to guide myself.
Your survival is not that
dirty
decent,
20.
Sharpo.
Dirty 20 for me.
Can I just say that?
You don't really think. You don't really think that's the swamp you went before at all, actually.
Oh, jeez, this looks exactly like the same place where I saw them lizards.
Chapo,
rem-
don't go. Chapo, not that way, this way. You're going
Yeah.
completely the wrong direction. Follow us.
You're leaving the swamp, Sharpa.
That's where the sun rises, right? And I'm just pointing in the wrong direction.
No, that's
towards
over
the north.
that way. That's your
So sorry.
You're way off.
What is this thing that we're seeing? Is it just a formation, or is that like a house?
No, as you continue following the path that Seraph really skillfully is able to
Follow me.
to make you follow, you between the misty areas and these zones covered by ponds and this death nature that surrounds all of you, making all the area filling with this moist feeling around yourself, you end up finding that in the leaving this in the end of this road, or at least having a little divergence, you see a little hut that is growing in top of a little hill. Well, more than growing, it's been constructed in there. It seems to be pretty modest, but Do me an investigation check.
Anyone?
Can I also make a stealth check as well? Because why is there a house all the way out here?
Nice investigation.
Oh shit!
23 investigation.
Why did you use stealth, Seraph?
Because I'm as soon as I see this sort of the housey thing, I'm like, this is weird. And try and sort of go stealthily and quietly. Because why is there the house out here?
It's a so normal reaction. It's not like in
So
your
as
daily
you see
life.
the house, you
you've ever seen.
basically
See a house.
Yeah, and
It's
just
in
go
the
like,
middle of a swamp.
I'm a hide myself.
It's okay.
In the middle of a swamp.
He's
It's
a
like
he's a easily startled cat.
I imagine him like, oh my god, the house!
in the middle of a swamp. This is kind of weird to Seraph. He's like, okay.
Please
We
tell
won't
me
talk
All
about
Stars starts to play right now. Somebody once.
Oh no.
He's like, okay.
Get out my swamp!
And you see from the corner of your eyes as a big ogre. No, what
And how are you to stealth in a
Seraph
swamp?
I mean, the mist is apparently really stupid.
Well,
thick.
there's many.
I'll just, like,
There are
get
many
really
zones
low
that
and
you
try
can
and use
stealth
mist to my
using.
advantage.
If you don't mind getting dirty, you can stealth everywhere here.
Yeah, I guess you could swim in the
So,
water.
do you want to?
Be a real sewer
Mhm.
cat.
I'll crawl.
Do you wanna get? Do you wanna get mad?
I'm used
Just
to
a
growing up
real
in the
Apocalypse
forest.
Now style.
I'm used to growing up in the forest. I'm not adverse to getting a little bit wet and a little bit muddy. My entire childhood was based
Yeah, you see, as
playing in
you're
the mud.
It's okay.
while you're
Hopefully
trying to
someone has
investigate a little bit
prestidigitation
about this
and we can
hat, you
clean
see a
off.
Seraph just goes to a pond with a lot of what's the word now? Of mud, and he just goes in there and tries to sneak around and go in, duck in all this area while he's getting completely covered in that mud. And what the others see that each of one of you have got a good investigation check.
Hmm.
It seems to be pretty well maintained, so you don't think it is an abandoned hut. It is probably still being used.
This is why I'm
Oh.
hiding, because this is
Okay.
weird. Why is this here?
So
Yeah,
it looks
this
like
makes me
someone,
nervous.
Mhm.
you know, it
Some-
could very well be
someone
just like
lives
a
here.
hunter. It's, someone that lives like us. It's,
In the
out
middle of a-
here living their life.
In the middle of a creepy swamp. Kind of
Yeah,
weird.
look at that place. This looks like a witch's hut.
Well, all right. Well, then let the sewer cat go first.
By all means.
All right, fine. And I will move up to. Are there any windows that I could possibly try and sneak a look inside?
Yeah, you see that there are some. They are pretty small and not covered with glass, but you can see some entrance that you could try to sneak on their end and take a look.
Oh, yes, I would indeed like to slowly move up and have a look inside and see what I can see. I'm assuming you want a perception check.
Yeah, you can maintain your
Probably.
stealth though.
So I'm a 21 stealth and 14 perception.
So as you sneak into the hut, you try to not be seen, obviously, and as you raise your head until you have enough altitude or height to see inside of this little house, you can see as inside it is not really well illuminated from what you're seeing. It seems to be pretty, even though it's daytime, with how to say it, there are not many entrances for light. So you can see, oh, I hear myself double. So you can see the only way that you could see is from this one entrance. And as you're trying to take a look, you have night vision, isn't it? Well, dark
So
vision.
again, dark vision, yes, I
Do you
have.
have dark vision? Yeah, sorry. Today my English is a bit But
Yeah.
So-
For some reason, taxis have dog vision, but normal cats don't.
well, they
Well,
cannot
no,
have.
normal cats do have a form of dark vision that is the way their pupil works
Yeah.
is that they can
Normal cats, yeah.
focus
In D&D,
tiny,
the
tiny
D&D
amounts.
monster of
They
cats.
don't. In D&D 5e,
Oh,
they
the
don't.
D&D, the D&D,
Yeah,
the
that's
D&D stat block.
Like
Like the
cat.
familiar.
That's
D&D cats
so
don't.
weird.
That is funny.
Yeah.
It is.
So fun.
Hmm.
It's weird, but there you go. Anyway, yes. Dark vision, yes I do.
Well, you can see as there are many. Seems to be completely full with stuff like bottles with strange substances and many shelves where are many between books and many. You don't recognize all of the things that are in there, but looks to be like ingredients of some sort. And as you're taking a look,
Interesting.
you can see this beautiful woman sitting in a chair, like working on something that you cannot really see very well as you're from here, but you only can see that she has a really long dark hair. And as you approach, you see as she looks with the corner of her eye, and she just smiles and looks at you and says, and it's like this with her.
She saw me even with a 21 stealth? What the fuck?
Fucking witch. Fucking
I am,
witch.
but as soon as she recognized me, I'm like, fuck. Going back to the other guys.
What did you see?
Balmy, I think you're alright. I think it's a witch's hat.
It's a fucking witch's hat. I knew it.
What did she do?
I was
Oh my God,
extremely
did
stealthy, and she still saw me. Another reason why I think it's a witch's hat.
What did she?
Uh,
did she try to
All
hurt
kinds
you?
of stuff.
She probably smelled you. I can smell you from all the way over here.
Wait, did
I
she
just
try to hurt
glare at
you?
Carnes
What did she
and just
do?
don't say anything. Sorry, what was that?
What did she do? Did she try to hurt you?
No, she just looked at me and sort of smiled and waved. But I was,
Oh.
I don't know
Oh,
how
that
she
sounds
saw me. I
So,
was silent. I made
that-
no noise. She had a kind of,
Okay.
she was sort of slightly turned away from me, but she still turned around and saw me. I don't know how she knew I was there, but she did.
It's
Well,
a fucking
I mean,
witch,
maybe-
that's how.
Maybe you weren't being
Okay.
quite as stealthy as you thought you were. That's
Did any,
not.
of you, did any of you hear me? Probably not. Did any of you
No,
see me?
but
I
you
didn't
don't-
Probably
hear
not.
shit.
But if all she did was smile at you and wave, I think maybe
I
we
didn't
can.
know the tale of Hansel and Gretel.
That's how they draw you in. It's like a siren.
Nice person, nice witchy lady, invites people into the homes, pretends to be nice, and then turns on you and tries to eat you.
I think that
Exactly.
you all are being very judgmental
Yeah,
about
it's
a woman
made
in a
very,
I have
very
never heard
of
prejudiced
what you're
against
doing.
people in a
Up to you,
swamp.
but I've never heard any good stories about witches. I am extremely nervous.
How do you know she's a witch?
She has potions and other kinds of ingredients and stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
she
Woman
might
living
be a
alone in the
wizard.
middle of a foggy,
might
be-
misty swamp.
We
What's
just-
even the definition of a witch?
We
Yes.
just met an alchemist. She had potions too.
What if she's a herb woman?
I don't trust this. I say
Basically,
we
it's a form
stay
of
as far away
I've
as
never-
possible.
Everything I've seen and stories I've heard, it just screams witch.
what
Guys,
even is
are
a
you gonna
witch?
still be discussing it there, or do you want to talk to me before, well, making any conclusions? As you see, as
Oh my God.
this beautiful woman just went out of the house and just waved at you and said, "Hello."
Hello, good woman.
Fuck are you? Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Seraph's
How are you
like,
doing
Seraph's
this fine
face is just
day?
like, oh shit.
Be nice, Seraph.
She looks at you, Seraph, up and down, as she smiles and says, I could really use some cat eye.
Oh,
I just slowly turn the rest of the group wise-eyed, eyes wide, and just slowly backing away as I turn back, hand on the crotch, on my waist.
I'm
Just-
sure we
I'm
can
just
find-
kidding you. I'm just kidding, you silly cat. Come on, come in. I don't think it's going to be really nice out here.
I'm gonna follow her in.
Baltor
Sure,
dudes, let's
Garnish
I
is-
am going last.
fight Tempest fine. If we all get killed, I'm blaming you, Baltor.
You blame me for
I am
everything.
of the same
anyway.
mind.
Well, that's because you're always the one doing everything wrong, Baltor.
Oh, you just don't know what the hell you're talking about, and you never have.
Oh, come on.
Are you
Wait.
always like this?
I hope someone eats
The
your
frenemies
eyes.
thing is great.
You bastard person.
Baltor, take my hand. I'm scared.
I'll take Sharpo's hand. There's nothing to be scared of.
They're talking about witches. I don't know what they are, but they sound freaky. I don't like it. Jeez.
Well, I'm sure if she was a witch, then she would probably have killed all of us already from a distance. Because they have some magic.
I would do a very nice potion from
I
your
just
teeth.
told you the story about Hansel and Gretel. It's a story that goes around my parts.
Really?
Just
Oh,
bear this in
wow.
mind.
I am very curious about this now. Not only
Okay,
the same
but-
story, but the
But
same
like,
names.
okay, I mean, in a fantasy world, like, what even is a witch? I mean, we have people that use magic. She's just like a person that
Yes,
kind of
I'm-
lives on the outskirts. That's a woman that uses magic. Is that it? Like, is that what a witch is?
Outskirts, people who live in the middle of nowhere use magic,
what's-
usually kill and eat
what's-
people.
What's,
That's the stories
what's
that Sarah
different
tells.
about what's different specifically about a witch than anything else that any of us could potentially do?
She'll eat us.
I'm gonna look at the woman and I'm gonna be like, "Madam, I'm so sorry that my friends are jumping all these weird judgments about people. I mean, we've been out in the wild enough hunting animals and have met people that prefer a distance from society. We're apparently a little more worldly than the kitty cat is. So,
I've never heard any good stories about women living alone in the middle of a swamp. Just saying.
that's horrifically misogynist to you. And,
Not my fault, that's
Agreed.
what the stories
and
are.
I would appreciate it if you'd show a little more respect for our potential host.
Yeah. As you
I'm
see, as
being
she looks at
wary
you
because
with
I've never
her
heard good things.
intense green eyes,
You're saying
and she
you're
just
saying
says,
the things out loud that you should be saying in your head, sir.
Oh no, I'm just letting
I-
you know where I'm coming from. I'm sure she understands.
you don't have to worry.
Oh,
I've been told
he
worse.
understands that she's obviously a cannibal because she lives alone.
in the
No,
swamp.
she understands his way of thinking because if you've never heard good stories about things,
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
be suspicious and kind of a little bit.
Oh my God.
If
Yes.
people assume that I'm a cannibal in the future, I feel like I would have succeeded in life. If people just ran to these conclusions about me when I'm old and living alone in a swamp, then I've succeeded. That's
She's
the
not
goal.
even old. She's like a beautiful woman with black,
Oh well, I'll never
really
be
long
that. So.
hair, green eyes, pumped lips. She's just a really beautiful woman, but well, she's assumed to be a witch.
My dear, what brings you out to the swamp?
I guess I like the solitude a little bit, and the swamp brings really good ingredients. So,
Ingredients for what?
well, come on in. Let's not talk here. I don't really like this mist. Not really comfortable.
Come on, Sharple. Don't be
Oh.
scared, Sharple. Don't listen to the cat.
Sarah just stays at the back of the group. His hand.
Saying freaky things. I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. my
Seraph
dear.
just stays at the back of the group, very wary. Doesn't draw or even load an arrow, but the hand never leaves the crossbow.
Sharp
Always
one,
him, just sitting there holding
Oh,
it, just sitting there
God.
on it, just nothing else.
Carnus whispers to Sharpo, if she eats people, she will definitely not eat you because you're not probably appetizing.
What?
So you don't
What?
need
I'm
to
not
worry.
people? You're saying I'm not people?
No,
Oh, Tyrannus,
not
that's
what I
not
said.
cool. That's not cool, Tyrannus.
That's okay, big
Oh,
guy.
wow.
Let me handle this. As you see, this woman approaches you, Sharpo, and she just tries to lean on you a little bit and says, "You don't have to worry. Come on. Are you cold? Do you need something? Maybe some tea?"
Oh, I'd love some tea.
Yeah, give him the tea.
What can I do for
it
you?
would make me feel better if you gave Baltor tea.
What does a woman need to do for people to not assume things from her? You live alone in the swamp, you must be a witch. If I was a man, I don't think you will think I'm a witch of any sort, isn't it? It's just because I'm a woman?
That's a good question.
Unfortunately, I think that's some of our companions' hang-ups,
Well,
which is sad, but
to be
we
fair, I've been
apologize for
told
them,
worse.
ma'am.
Much worse.
Well,
You don't
I'll
have
get
to
with you
worry.
for some tea. If these other idiots want to stand out here in the cold mist, they can do so. I'm gonna go have some tea.
Sure.
With a nice lady.
And if you
who
want to
invited
stay
me
there,
into-
take care of the leeches. They're kinda, sticky.
Wait, what? Oh, am I covered in leeches?
I brought
Oh, Seraph is because he's been swimming in the swamp.
Actually, yeah. As soon as she says leeches, I'm gonna start picking through my fur and be like, ah, shit.
Okay, come on in. So who goes inside?
I do.
Garnis
Sure.
does.
Well, not letting anybody go in alone. That's for sure. Very wary. Very suspicious.
Okay, I'll go in.
I'm just standing. Yeah, I'll stand inside, but I'll just be. I wouldn't stand by the door, but I'll be close enough for a quick exit if it's needed.
Okay.
Well. As you go in, you see the little hut is provided with, well, more or less what I described to Seraph. There are many shelves on the walls that are crowded with bottles having substances that some of them are pretty common for you, some herbs that you can find on the forest, but some of them seem to be a little bit more odd. You can make nature check if you want.
Sorry,
Yeah,
can I like vibe check her? I don't really want to ask.
Insight.
Like,
You can do an insight
again,
check. Yeah.
I
You
don't
can do a
like
check.
necessarily like asking,
Actually-
can I roll something? I want to be like,
Yeah.
I want to like, is there
Then
like
again, you-
sinister undertones that we're missing
Yeah.
or anything?
If you find them on my voice, then
Seraph would definitely be into that as well because he'd be like,
you can do an insight check if you want.
Okay.
like,
For the nature check,
this
Walter, they're really up to you.
Strange.
Nothing you have seen ever before.
I'm super interested because since
Feel
I like
wary.
pulling features apart and making things from them.
Oh, that's a 24.
Christ, man.
Oh wow.
That's a good one.
I mean, I'm very wise.
Well, mine was a 10, so I'm still very unsure of her.
Sarah, you don't have any reason to be more suspicious than you are now. It's more, maybe now that you're doing insight check, maybe you start to think maybe it's your paranoia that is playing tricks on you. However, when it comes to your Carnies, you don't know exactly what it is, but something doesn't seem right. She doesn't seem to be what she's projecting.
Knew it.
Well,
I'm just going to. I'm just going to ask. We're actually looking for some lizard pheromones. You don't happen to have any laying around in a yard or something?
I think I went kind of low of that.
Do you by any chance know where we might find some? We're trying to help a local village to not be invaded by the spiders any longer.
Oh, so kind of you. Well, I might know some information, but living here alone in the swamp sometimes I do get really busy. So maybe I can give you some information if you can, well, give me something I'm looking for.
Okay, what kind of thing are you looking for?
I pull his shirt and like, I think she's horny.
Oh my Well,
She looks
well,
at you. She looks at all of you. Not to offend, but if I was horny, I don't think you would be the ones to be, well, suitable for me.
I could not satisfy you anyway. I am not dotated with the instruments of pleasure.
I'm married, sorry.
Seraph just audibly face palms at the back of the group. Just hit the slap of hand on face.
I'm gonna like gently grab Sharpo
Oh,
and sort of
look at
move him
this.
behind my chair.
my black cat just came. Oh, so fitting.
Mr. Familiar.
I'm gonna lean down and be like, Sharple, why didn't you let us talk about this for now?
So
Okay.
what
Maybe
is-
maybe someday you will find some, I don't know, some cheap metal to be able to love you or something.
Hey, so Guillermo, during this
me.
conversation, can I silently cast detect magic sort of in the background?
Well, I don't think how silently can you do that. Let me take a look.
What are the components for it? VSM?
Let's see, VS.
Definitely verbal.
verbal?
I
and
mean, they're
chat.
verbal too, so it's not like you,
movement and voice.
Stealth check or a sleight of hand check, maybe?
with a sleight of hand, you could use the somatic gestures on a more a stealthy way. But for the
You could
verbal, I don't know.
Whisper.
Maybe just
Yeah, I don't know if
check.
whispering is
Like,
enough.
stealth check, maybe.
You can
Something-
cop it. You'd be like,
Ah, true detect
Sort of like-
magic!
I feel like you might have
True
to
detect
roll-
magic!
like
I'm
if it's
Director, nice sneeze weird.
you might need to roll on like a wild magic table or something. If you're trying
Oh,
to,
no.
in case you ever spell up. Fireball.
Now, I would say that for magic to be able to be cast, at least for the sorcerers to be able to have something good with the silencer spell, you need a bit of volume to be able to cast it.
All right.
If you had some verbal
Yeah,
components on it.
and if you were, I mean, in Tosh's, you
Unless you're
definitely
sorcerer,
have
but-
the thing where aberrant minds can cast it if they use sorcery points. They can cast it without any somatic or verbal components, so that no one knows. But I think that's
Oh yeah,
the
any
only
sorcerer
place-
can do
I think
that. Yeah.
I think any sorcerer. It's just a
Yeah.
meta magic. Or if you take the meta magic adept, you can do
Well,
it.
you have to take the careful spell.
She's also been shown to be pretty observant. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
she saw through a 21 stealth check, and that's fucking high for a level 1 character.
Who knows?
That's-
Maybe I was lucky on the
that's why
die. Maybe she's
Karnas
just a
is
normal
not-
woman.
that's why Karnas is not sharing that he's they're something off because
Yeah.
he doesn't feel like he can.
That's right. I mean, if I knew that it would, I wouldn't be able to do it quietly. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Well, sit down. Let me bring you some tea. Well, the ones of you that want it.
So
I'm
I've got.
I'm good already.
So I
I'm
think
more of a coffee guy.
everyone would know that because you're a dwarf too, Balmir, right?
Mhm.
And we have I at least have resistance to poison, so I'm I would be fine being the first person to drink the tea, and if anything happens to me, then you can.
I've sort of lost my taste for tea. Since living in the city, I've become more of a coffee gentleman.
Coffee.
He's
Never
gotten
had
spoiled.
I have listened of coffee, but I think I've never tried it before. Could be interesting.
It's
Yeah.
it's bitter, but it's not. It's a little bit more bitter than tea, I would say, but it's very nice. Bit of
And she
cream in there,
comes
bit of
with
sugar.
What
with the
kind of
tea
tea are we
and serves to
talking?
you. It's something of my invention. I think you'd like it. It's quite
Ooh.
pungent, but
Dead
you
people
seem
tea.
to be quite a big guy.
Inside
So I'm
check.
sure you can handle it.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah,
I
Okay,
definitely
let
want to
inside
see if
check.
I can. Yeah.
I'm
Thank
definitely
you.
checking to see if it's dead people tea.
That's not how insight checks work.
That's the best fucking tea I've ever heard of.
There's
No, and considering that you're already suspicious, Valmir, you think that she definitely has poisoned that tea. Definitely has poisoned that
I'm just
tea.
making eye contact with the tea. That's poison tea. Look at the color of
Like,
that shit.
girl.
That's so poison.
I'm
Serve
just
you.
gonna hold out my hands and be like, I'd still love a cuppa.
Sure.
Are you sure about that, Baltor? Are you sure you're gonna drink from that tea?
Sure, why not? I can't imagine.
Are you sure?
Don't forget that I've got negative to my wisdom.
No. Who
Are
comes
you sure?
I'm the guy that just
Are you
loves
sure?
trying things.
I thought there's like
I
some
mean, she's obviously
punch
an
in your
herbalist.
dreams.
She's an herbalist. I'm sure that her tea blends probably taste amazing.
Karnas looks over at Baltor and says, "Perhaps before we do tea, we should figure out what the information is."
Well, I'm
and
sure we
what
can
she
do
wants for
both.
it.
I can walk and
You men always going so fast. Just relax a little bit.
Yes,
Come on.
let's slow down, Baltor.
I'd love to know what she needs from us. What do you need from us, my dear?
Well, first of all, I think we will need a presentation. Maybe it seems a little bit rude not knowing with who are you talking to.
Oh well, my name's Walter. What's your name?
My pleasure. My name is Annika. Let me write
Annika,
it
it's
down
lovely
for
to
you.
meet you, dear.
And what is it that you do, Annika?
Well, I would consider myself to be a healer, an herbalist. I like the research of these, well, not so common plants that can grow around these areas that can have really good, well, healing properties.
Well, that sounds great. Are
Hmm.
there any of these plants in the tea?
Well, there are some of them, but I would consider this to be more, well, centered about the flavor
Of death.
of death. Dun,
Sounds
dun, dun.
great. How close are we to actually having the tea? Because I really
What-
want the tea now.
What kind of plants grow around
You really
here?
have, you have the tea in front of you. You see as the smoke is practically luring you into it.
Does she
smells
have a cup of
amazing.
it?
Excuse me?
Does she have a cup of tea too?
Yes.
Okay, well, I feel like
Cheers.
well, cheers, my dear. Thank you so much. And what do I taste as I drink the tea?
The first sip seems to be quite pungent, a strong flavor with a lot of aromatic plants, and seems to be
Anything
a
I
little bit
recognize?
overwhelming at first. But as you start to palliate it a little bit more, you can extract the different flavors in it, and it seems to be really good tea. Actually, never tasted it anything quite as complex as this one.
Oh,
Lots of flavors. Do you like it, Tia?
do I feel any weirdness or anything like that, or is it just tea?
Well, you feel the comfort of a hot beverage entering your body.
Is there any caffeine in it? Do I feel, like,
Revitalize.
Well, yeah, a little bit pumped up, but well, you don't know if it's going to have effect so fast.
okay. This is
Gotta go
amazing, my dear. I've never tasted anything quite like this. This is
Well,
pretty
thank you.
delightful. Do you sell this by the pound?
No, I've never been good. Well, talking to people. You're scared of me, you know?
Why?
Well, I would ask you that, and looks at everyone except Baltor.
Because she's a witch.
Well, I think it's a delight.
Thanks.
Yes, but why don't you tell, now that you've helped us by giving us a little comfort and gotten us out of the swamp, why don't you tell us what you need last?
Yeah, sure. I was almost forgetting. I was getting carried out by this wonderful conversation. Wow. It's been a little bit hard these days trying to find the thing I'm going to ask you because, well, there are many things I have to take care of, and, well, I'm just busy. However, if you can find me, are you aware of a species of animal, insect-like, called a stitch?
We're actually after them ourselves.
How convenient.
Plot thickens.
The plot has thickened.
What do you need from the sturge, my dear?
Yes, I found to be quite useful the needles that they have in front of their face, so these mosquito-like needles. I use them for many of my, not only recipes, but for, well, I use them as, for knitting. Well, not really knitting. I'm looking for the word, but I'm not finding
For
it.
sewing?
Not what I wanted to say. I just said the first thing came to my mind, but She used it as a tool too for other things, basically.
Oh, certainly. I don't think we need the needles.
Voodoo dolls.
Then, if you can find them, it will be of great service to me.
Oh, well, I mean, since we're already going to be doing that, I don't see any problem with it. Do y'all?
Suppose not.
2 birds, 1 stone, I guess.
Sure, and maybe
Love.
if you give me the needles, I can give you the type of my tea. The recipe.
Ooh, I'd love that, my dear. That would be fantastic. And the other thing I wanted to ask, if you know the herbs around here, are there any interesting herbs that we should keep a lookout for that we might be able to use, for instance, in like potions or anything like that we could use at our camp?
Oh, there
Yes,
are many wonderful herbs around here, but I don't know, they're quite tricky to use, you know? It's not the most common item or ingredient, let's say.
Oh, well, if you think of any when we come back, then I'd appreciate it. I'm something of an amateur herbalist myself.
Oh, really? Very nice. Well, it's been a pleasure then. And I hope that your fellows are not as scared of me the next time we see each other.
Oh, I'm sure they won't. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Did she answer the question about whether there are any lizards around?
Oh, no, she never been asked that.
Oh, do you by any chance know where we could find any lizards in the area? Any large lizards?
Lizards. Well, there's a pond near here that, well, seems to have some large lizards in there. Maybe you can find some in there, but why do you need them? They are quite dangerous, you know?
Oh, well, we need to find them to use their scent glands to drive the spiders off from the town that we were telling you about.
That's a brilliant idea. Did you come up with that?
No, I didn't. One of my friends did.
Oh, I would assume, unless she looks at you, Sharper, really proud of yourself. Maybe
Yes.
she looks at you and then says,
I
maybe the
I look at
elephant
her.
was.
Oh.
Oh. No, it was not. Maybe this, well, shy cat, maybe.
Sharpo's
Who
having
did
a
they-
brain aneurysm.
Just says nothing. Just
The other dwarf, maybe?
eyes slightly narrow.
Did you come up with a plan?
Ah,
I think
there it
there's
is.
a friend over here.
Right.
No, I'll pull Sharpo out from behind my chair.
Oh, it was you, huh?
We're gonna get fucking sued for that sound.
Oh, DMCA immediately.
It was I.
I'm getting a call by Disney.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right, bye.
And sorry to ask, but you're really urging my curiosity. What exactly are you? If you don't mind the question.
Are you talking to me?
Of course.
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me? But yeah.
Sid, are you talking? Wait, can we? No, I can't even say that.
I tell her.
So many companies are calling us right now.
Oh, no, right.
I look at her up and down, and I'm like, I put my little transforming finger up, and I say,
Oh,
I am not quite sure. But if you pull my finger, we can figure it out.
Make a persuasion check.
"Smart move, my friend."
Smart move.
I rolled a nat one. Can
You know, I'm old enough to know that trick, I'm afraid.
Well, my friend Balter can pull my finger then.
And I'll sigh and I'll be like, okay, Sharpo. And I'll grab his fingers.
Oh Jesus! No.
You done? That went a lot longer than I thought it did.
No,
A
what?
little person turns
long.
into a big sword.
I transform myself into the sword.
That was impressive, dear. Can he talk when he's like that?
I hurt my back. It hurts.
I
Unfortunately,
don't know. Maybe some oil. Well, you're undoubtedly really interesting.
I start to whisper to Belter. Oh, jeez.
I'm stuck, Balter. You have to carry me for a little bit. You gotta carry me.
Okay, Sharpo. Okay. That's not a problem, I suppose. And I'll just set the giant sword up on my arm and I'll just be like, all right, here we go.
Okay.
Well, since you're being so busy, we probably should let you be and be on our way. Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank
Well-
you so much for the tea, my dear.
A pleasure, of course. And be careful on the swamps. You know, things sometimes doesn't seem to be what they are.
Thank you. And I'm gonna head out with Sharpo.
sounds vaguely threatening.
Right?
As we
As soon as we get out, I'm like,
That
Baltor,
was-
did you really have some of that tea?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
as soon as we exit, I'm just gonna look at everybody and be like, she seemed nice.
The tea was poisonous, you bloody idiots.
It doesn't
Things are,
seem like it's
things are not
poisonous.
what they seem. I've never heard. Every time someone says that in these scenarios, it's usually mildly threatening.
What scenarios? How many people have you met in the middle of the swamp? What are you
I've
talking
heard
about?
it.
One too many.
Scenarios.
Come on, I mean, I'm sure Barmir's told you I quite enjoy going down to the local tavern. The ale there is very good, by the way. If you haven't been, probably have, but whatever. I've heard a few stories from people there.
So you
Generally-
you think
Oh,
that the
really?
Talking about these
of
stories.
the
Situations,
swamp
weird
fish life-
situations, when someone says things are not as they usually seem, usually ends bad.
Sarah,
so
do a
I
history
don't- I
check.
don't take my advice from
A history check.
drunken
Yeah.
Okay.
barkeeps. You know, I don't know about
Hey.
you, but I actually like to
15.
see for myself what's going on. And all I saw
Nothing comes
was
to
a
mind.
nice lady who gave me some nice tea and told us
But-
where the wizards are.
I do agree to an extent. Whether or not she has a malevolent intention or not remains to be seen, but that was not the whole picture that we got. There is more
I
to
did
that
not feel
than
comfortable
this.
in that at all.
Me neither.
Baltor was just totally fine. It was like, it was totally cool. Didn't notice a thing wrong.
Balsor, all I'm going to say, Balsor, is you're
Everything
two
is
trustworthy
okay.
People. It's
Just
it's healthy
because
to
she's
have a little
hiding
bit of
something
skepticism.
doesn't mean it's sinister.
Seriously there, Baltor, you better spit that fucking tea up.
Everyone just
I'm gonna
tackles
keep
him,
it
posts his
swallowed.
fingers down
I'm
their
gonna
throat, try and make him throw it up.
You know what, Baldur? You've never been right about a thing in your fucking life.
Thanks,
And
you,
Baldur,
me.
you remember the fruits that Volmir got in the forest, thinking it was the most terrible thing in the whole entire forest.
I'm not the one that's tried to swallow poison in the last 24 hours. am
What
I?
about that?
That's why I'm
Yes,
reminding
silly
him.
boy.
Yeah.
That was just a test. Come on, Baltor, you can't be
Insight
that
check.
dumb.
Actually, no, we already insight checked.
Let-
We already know.
Yeah,
we already
let's
know
see.
that's bullshit.
bullshit.
We already know
Can you
that's
make a
bullshit, don't
deception
we?
check for that, Valmir?
No, I remember because we did it at the time. And then
Yeah,
he-
yeah, it's
I think
fucking
it was- I
bullshit.
think- yeah.
Okay.
We-
I
It's
think we did it at the
obviously
time.
bullshit.
So now, am I feeling? I'm assuming it's been a couple minutes now. Am I feeling any ill effects from the tea?
No, you feel quite
Make a
good.
Constitution saving throw.
It seems to be
I
normal
feel
too.
just fine. If there was any kind of poison, it would have hit by now. So why don't you calm down, you bastard?
But it's one
It
of
sounds
those
like you have a little bit of
slow-moving potions.
Well, then you can use me as bait to lure the lizards out, can't you?
I'd like that idea either way.
I'm on board.
That's fine. And I'm gonna carry Sharpo into the swamp towards the lizards.
All right. That's good.
Are you, Sharpo, are you actually stuck like that for a while, or do we need to do something to transform you back?
Flavor wise, I would like to think, since I'm still exploring this, yes, I'm currently stuck with back pain.
He's just saying that so he doesn't have to walk.
Yeah.
Once, and then you
Lazy
What a
ass.
liar.
Well, I'm gonna talk to Sharpo and be like, so do you think that is a sword the only thing you can become? Do you think maybe you could become, I don't know, an axe or a hammer? Or
Are you saying that I am the one that controls my own destiny?
I think maybe that's a true thing. Yeah.
Like if it looks like you were born to be something, you can actually go against it and be something else?
Certainly. I mean, Balmir was born to be a fucking idiot.
Actually, I was born to be a blacksmith, and I'm a damned good one.
I mean, he hasn't
That
quite
is.
escaped that little bit of destiny on him yet, but he's
We do not
trying.
believe in determinism in this channel.
Well, Balm is at least good enough to have a popular, well-run shop back at home.
Yes, so am I,
Make
you
me under
bastard. I make just as much money, if not more, than your boss does.
Are you kidding? Please, I've seen the 2 customers leave your shop in the past 2 months.
Well, that's because you're blind and stupid.
Well, no, he's only seen 2 people because he's so busy the rest of time. He doesn't have time to look at yours. Look at
Exactly, because there's always people over at me place.
Customers at all, you bastards.
And he only knows about them is because he sent me out and I saw it.
Why don't you go singe your fur again, you little you shitty kitty.
1, that was actually clever. 2, that only happened once, and that was early on.
The one time.
Hey, Baltar, you're the one who set the fire of 01, so you're not the one to talk.
Look, all I was trying to do was discover a new way to smoke tobacco. All right.
You were trying to cook eggs.
When you say tobacco, he just hears smoke tobacco, and he just like.
Excuse me?
Everyone likes some smoked tobacco.
Why do you think I've kept you around for so long, Seraph? My wife is just fattening you up until you're the perfect size.
Feel on agility, run the other way.
Speaking of gingerbread houses, maybe Balmir's a witch. We don't know.
He doesn't have magical prowess yet.
Okay, guys. I guess that you continue your journey, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Just frenemies, banter, / insults. Oh,
I'm gonna need a minute.
Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to relax.
oh. Okay, I'm good. Oh. Okay, I kind of almost crying. Jesus. All right, I'm good. Oh.
Oh, the
shit.
screen's changed.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Oh no. This is not good.
So, as you continue following the directions that Annika very, very kindly told you,
Still don't trust her.
you end up finding that this path leads to what seems to be a large pond, and whenever you're getting the nearest to it, you see that the terrain around this road seem to be every time more how to say it, difficult to cross, let's say. So you can see the mechanics around them. So everything you see in the path, it's normal terrain. However, everything around it seems to be, well, half your movement. Not really difficult. Well, I think difficult terrain in this game, it's only half movement. It's not like you deal damage or anything like this, because it's difficult terrain. And of course, water is water.
I knew I should have been an archer.
As you get near to it, you will be in this part of the. Wait, I'm not in the same layers yet. You're here. So if you want to put your tokens, feel free. Yum.
Sorry, where are we? Oh, we're down there. Okay.
Yeah, down here, more
I
or
can't
less.
see anything. It's all black around me.
Yeah, it's just a black screen.
Same.
Sorry. Give me a second then. I'm so sorry about that.
Can they see?
Can you see now?
There we go.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, so I can't see the bottom, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. Let me do it again.
Ooh,
Here we go.
misty. It's all misty.
And once again, and once again. Seems to be a little bit bugged for me, this, but okay.
Wait, so how do I place my... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, go on to character,
Wait.
you click drag.
All right.
You just drag it.
Where do you drag it from?
From your
You go to
character sheet.
your character sheet and then you drag the
Characters.
character. I can do it for you if you want.
Dankeschön. I forgot to change my token to have it look like my drawing, but next
Well, you're the worst
Next
person.
Unacceptable.
That's right. You cried.
Stuck in he's a crying sword.
The salt of your tears sustains me.
time. I'm a little bit rusty now. I'm blunt and rusty.
I thought you were a bit anyway. So there's even more rust.
Yeah.
Just cloggers up the gears even more.
Oh, fuck! Oh, no!
What? Oh no.
Shut the fuck
I really
up.
like your conversation,
Oh.
guys, but as you're entering
Oh,
this part of the swamp, you see us
that was
at first hidden between the mist of this swamp. You didn't have quite a good glance of what is it, but as you're getting near to it, you can see as this giant lizard is standing, well, flat not really standing, but lays flat on the ground, and as these mosquito-like creatures, it's like they're sucking the blood out of him.
Is the lizard dead?
Well, you cannot see it from here, but you would maybe a perception check, let's say. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
I'm
a
also
lizard.
gonna try to stealth. It's gonna be terrible, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, since I didn't give you the chance to do it, you can do your stealth too.
All right.
All of
I'm
them.
getting my hammer and shield ready.
Well, not the best stealth, Balter.
Nope.
Good perception though.
please. Oh, 22. It just gets better and better.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Unlucky for her.
They're gonna see you though.
Dives
They're all
into the water
witches.
again.
They're witch mosquitoes.
Carnis and Sharpo, do you want to do your checks too?
Sorry, I was looking at my spells.
Sure.
I don't know
what
if Shargo
was-
can actually do one. 'cause I'm
stealth
hearing him.
A stealth
Like-
check, and you can do also a perception check too if you want to look at the lizard if
Sure.
if he's or not alive.
I went straight into
good.
initiative.
Yeah. Carnus does not do stealth.
Oh, I'm actually good at that.
Oh, disadvantage?
Mm.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks, Sharpo.
I mean, regardless of that, let me do a little check for the guys.
Ninja, I'm stealth.
The guys. Use the boys.
Except for yourself, that seem to be like a cat ninja. Remember that it's difficult terrain where you are now.
Just vanish into the mist.
The rest of you are not quite as stealthy, and as you try to sneak in there, especially Balter, you can almost hear like every step he makes seems to be a branch to continue to be just in there.
I would love to pull out, since I know that these are mindless insects, I would love to pull out a javelin and toss it to start. Like, there's just look around and be like, let's go, whisper, let's do it, and pull out my javelin and get ready.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you about the mechanics we have in this map. Since there's a pretty good mist around you, pretty thick, I would say that everything that you try to throw about more than 15 feet, it's going to have disadvantage. So because you cannot see the edges of the creature very well,
Okay.
and the other way around, of course. But obviously, these mosquitoes are not really known because of their range attacks. And the difficult terrain in the area that, for example, is Seraph is standing. So yeah, let's do initiative, and you can roll your damage. Well, your javelin first if you want.
Okay.
So plop.
Wasn't he holding me though? Do you drop me on the floor?
Oh, nice.
No, I pull my javelin. I'll transfer you to the other hand initially, and then pull my javelin and toss it.
Why my initiative mediocre to crap?
Remember to select your tokens so you have your initiative.
Once it's in, you can click on it.
Oh fuck! I didn't click it this time. I did it again so that
No
I could do it,
problem.
and I didn't click it that time
Do
either.
it and then change it to 21 again.
Just change it to 21.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Do we have an action to use before the initiative starts or no?
Do we have a surprise round?
I would say that only Baldur, since he was the one that was the fastest.
I do have a question about mechanics. If I am carrying Sharpo, do we have the same initiative?
Doesn't have to. Doesn't
Yeah,
have
you
to.
don't have to, because I don't know what he can do on his turn when he is transformed. I didn't get it the last time, but we will see. So maintain your initiative, and you will tell me what you're doing.
Cool.
For the mosquitoes, a nice juicy.
And did I see whether or not the lizard was dead?
It was a pretty good perception, isn't it?
Yes, and I did. I think I got an 18.
An 18. You see that he's really sad. You almost can see only bones and skin practically.
No,
Nice.
poor little guy.
Poor little guy.
Oh, little lizard.
Oh, little
All right,
lizard.
well, I'm gonna try to kill one of these mean mosquitoes with my fucking javelin. First, I'm gonna move up 10 feet though. So
the javelin. Okay.
So that I'm within 15 feet, so that I can actually see him clearly. And
Oh, the mosquitoes go before me.
And then Sharpo moves with you, right?
yes.
Oh, it does hit. Yeah.
Oh, a crit. Nice.
Very
So
nice.
9 damage to this mosquito here.
9 damage. Which mosquito? Sorry.
Yeah, the one that I'm within 15 feet of. Yeah.
This one.
Well, as you throw your javelin, you see as you goes through him and just it stabs in the ground, and you see as his head is pinned to the javelin, and his dead body just stops moving.
Nice.
And with that, Valmir, it's your turn.
That's what you get, you stupid
Right.
That's what you get.
So these two would be difficult terrain, right?
Yeah.
Can I move through Carnus's space?
Sure, I would say that he will allow you to pass. He's not going to
Sidestep.
body block you. No!
He's just gonna clothesline you.
I opportunity attack him as he goes by.
Alright, so,
My
5,
missing arm.
10, 20. Since I only have 25, I can't actually move up that last part. So I will take out my crossbow. Yeah, I'm going to aim my crossbow. And it does not sound like a gun, but I'm shooting. I'm shooting my crossbow at it. 14.
With a 13, you do hit. Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
So 3 points of piercing damage.
Well, really, really sad, but
It's now
my
1
God,
plus
really?
2.
These
And
things
that's-
have no hit points.
Wait,
no, and just gets pinned to the ground as well, and seems to try to come to you, and just seems to and just falls down.
Oh my God. I thought my crit was great, and now it's just nothing. Like,
It's just, you could have killed like
Yeah.
5 of those with that crit, you know.
yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Carnus, right? Me?
Ornis, yeah, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna move 10, 20, 30, and I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this one.
Ooh,
Okay, it's a
wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're very wise. Well,
Probably not.
could be wiser for sure. Yeah,
be wiser.
that's a 0. Make it.
No. Takes 2 necrotic damage.
Oh my God,
Probably does.
does it die?
And as you see this mosquito trying to approach you, it starts to become lifeless. You see as every part of his body tries to kind of necro. Well, I don't know exactly because that would be cruel.
It's necrotic.
You see as life just is sucked out of him and just puff falls to the ground, and well, it's good enough. He disappears.
All right.
Okay,
Come on, mosquitoes. Come.
my dear mosquitoes.
Wait, they go. Oh wow, they must have a high dex if they're going before me then.
So,
Okay.
oh, true. We are 13, both of us. What's your modifier?
+4, but it's an 18 if that helps.
Then you go first. Sorry, didn't realize because it did the automatic order.
Yeah, I suppose. Does it alphabetically?
This one was
well,
here and
okay,
this one
well,
was
that's the
here.
case then. Ba. So I can't see more than 15 feet away from me.
Without
You
disadvantage.
can see them, but with disadvantage.
Well, that fucking sucks.
No, you
That's all
suck.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Just see better.
Right.
To see better, you fucking cat.
Hey, I can see just as well as anybody else. I can see better than a normal cat, so shush.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's not good enough.
Never good enough.
All right, so as soon as anything comes within 15 feet of me, I'm going to hold my action to shoot it with my own crossbow.
Sure.
Anything that's sort of within that range.
Okay. Then it's my turn once again. So 1 here and 1 here. Do you want to do a shot to any of those?
I'll go for the one that... I want to go for this guy. Cause,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's in front of your master.
My...
Friend, please.
He's an apprentice. You are technically his master.
badly.
You shoot Baltor in the back.
Oh damn! You got a nap.
That isn't that
Okay.
one. That isn't that one.
Balmir
I'm
in the
going to
back.
use the D4 of Doom. With a 1, you'll shoot Baltor in the back.
Oh, please.
With a
please, Nick.
2,
Oh,
you will
yeah.
just...
Balmir.
Please, oh,
you will
no.
have to repair your crossbow.
Oh,
With a
geez.
3,
Shoot Baltor. I can do something cool to prevent that.
Okay.
with a 3,
But it's Balmir that's gonna get hit.
Yeah,
Baltar.
I shot this one.
Ah, yeah,
I
sure,
should have-
Valmir makes more sense.
I'm right next to you.
Well, let's say
technically, but
Valtor,
I shot this
2,
one.
3 Valmir, and 4, let's say that you just miss, normal miss.
They're all bad.
Well, the miss is what I'm hoping
3,
for.
it's Valmir.
Oh, you shot your boss, dude.
As you try to hit
That's
the
mine. I
giant
want-
mosquito going
Oh,
to twist, well,
That's
to
my damage as well. That's rough.
puncture your master, you get a
Nine
little
damage.
bit distracted or maybe confused because of the miss, and you confuse the thick beard of this master with a giant mosquito attacking him. So you just shoot at him with let's roll damage.
Sorry, I couldn't see.
Well,
You're trash.
well,
9
Valmir.
damage, isn't it?
I guess you're teaching our apprentice to be an idiot too.
Bomb.
Good
What's
lord.
your hit point? What's your hit point max, Bomber?
It's pretty good.
Okay, so I haven't killed you.
12.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not dead.
Oh my god.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
So
Not
the
yet.
giant mosquito is
Like
going to
that.
attack you, Valmir. That's I don't think it hits.
Oh god.
What if
That's
it crits
13
and like
hit you?
kills him?
Sorry.
13
don't-
does hit you.
13 is
What,
not.
13? No.
Oh, thank fuck.
Then let's go for Carnis. Does 13 hit you? This dice is going to go to the
Nah.
idea.
Thick skinned boy.
Yeah. So Valmir,
He's not even wearing
though-
armor, and he's saying nah to that. He's like, I don't do
Sometimes,
needles.
Nah, don't do needles. Don't do needles, kids. Sometimes your
Yes.
thick ear can be a really bad enemy, Valmir, but this time was the greatest ally. As it tries to puncture you, it gets stuck inside all of this messiest beard of yours, and as it tries
Okay,
to pull
it's
back,
well
it just
kept.
gets in there like,
That is a
he cannot
beautiful
get out
bit.
of there.
That is a beautiful bit.
And for you, Carnage, your skin is too thick for this boy. It's just you can almost see like the big. It almost.
He didn't get
almost
enough
bang.
momentum. He didn't get enough momentum to pierce.
Exactly. Yes. Pung. You know, like when you throw a dart and it just doesn't get to stick into the board.
Yeah.
Same thing.
He didn't push hard enough.
However, seems that you're not lonely in this battle.
Oh shit, there's more of them.
Of course there are. It couldn't be this easy.
Not really. Seems that. Let me.
Is this thing gonna wake up?
I
I
mean,
hope
he's
not.
already pretty messed up.
He
I mean,
is
it could be
dead.
It could be undead.
No, okay, not so
Not so dead, lizard. There you go.
Called it. Called
Sorry.
it.
So
I called it.
Oh.
sometimes things seem not seem to be what they actually are.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
this
wow,
lizard-
thank you.
Which one?
a word of wisdom from her. You see as
I knew there was a reason there's a token for it.
practically as spasmodically, is that a word? Like doing spasms,
Yeah.
tries to move to you, and the first thing it has in its side, a spasm, yeah, is Valtor, and as it tries to bite you with his long ass fangs.
I have to use my fighting style protection as a reaction.
Sure.
Oh shit.
So when an adjacent enemy attacks someone else,
And you
I-
should be next to him. You
Yeah.
can't move,
Yeah.
can you?
But
Yeah,
you're
technically,
on top of him,
it's-
you'd
Sure.
be in his space.
Well, I'm
on top
told
of
You're
him.
in the space.
so.
Yeah.
He's carrying you, you're technically in his space.
Yeah,
so-
technically in the same space.
so this way I can use my shield, which right now is sort of like incorporated into my sword mode, to impose disadvantage on the attack.
I think that's
Okay.
All right.
Then with
Well,
disadvantage.
thank you.
Well,
Yes.
so I don't think it's getting worse. Double
Cardis
one.
really wants to get an arm so he can use Sharpo.
So that's a natural one.
Oh,
Does he accidentally eat the mosquito?
breaks
Okay,
No,
so it is
Describe
only
it in a
fair.
cool way isn't helping.
It is only fair that if I did it to you, I will use the D4 of Doom on myself too. One, it's one of the mosquitoes. Two, the teeth just break on the impact. Three, since he's so sucked up and he's so fragile from the mosquitoes, it just tries to bite you and doesn't have enough force, so nothing happens. And with a 4, what can we do with a 4? He just
dies.
He breaks all of his teeth, so he can't.
You know
use bite
what?
attack anymore.
He's really damaged. He can die from it. So let's hope it's not a 4.
Can it be an opportunity attack from Sharpo?
When he
Since
dies?
he's sort of like no. Instead of dying,
it's
can it be an
4.
opportunity attack from Sharpo since he's trying to intercept?
Sure, it would be cooler.
Yeah.
So 2, well, these teeth are not as strong as they were before. Maybe a lack of calcium, whatever it is, but as it tries to beat you,
Riddle.
Sharpo is much, what's the word now? Harder, tougher, harder than these lizard's teeth, and it just breaks all of them when it tries to bite. You can almost
All of them.
Well, the front, but the other ones is not going to be as useful for biting.
Oh,
Nice.
So he's going
He's gonna,
to
he's gonna
have
try
half
to gum.
damage.
He's gonna gum you. Well, I guess he doesn't have guns.
He's going to try to gum with all his brute force. I mean,
Well, there's
lizards
no.
have pretty good bite first, but without teeth, half damage from now on for this
Nice.
poor boy.
Oh my God.
So yeah, Sharpo saving the day once again.
Knocking its teeth out.
And with that, Sharpo, your turn.
I would like to prepare an action, and my prepare action is going to be an attack with my longsword, which is in my body, and my preparation starts when someone grabs my handle.
Okay.
Well, I'm still holding you, aren't I?
Yeah.
yeah, I think you're still holding him.
Oh, all right. So we're attacking, man.
Then we're attacking, bitches.
He forces Balthor's arm to swing.
Yeah, sort of.
Ah!
I sort of like shift my weight around. Actually, no. Story-wise, no. Story-wise, this would make much more sense for Sharpo. Sharpo's gonna talk to Balthor and be like, "No, wait.
Aim here.
The voice.
Master, I've been trained in battle to have no will whatsoever. Tell me what to do and I will follow, since I have no objective in life and therefore cannot choose for my own.
I feel really bad for him now.
We're gonna have a little
Poor
chat
Sharpo.
later on about free will and all that good stuff. But for now, let's kill the lizard that's trying to kill us.
And then I sort of like push his arm to help me with the swing, and I do an attack with my longsword.
Sure. Considering my luck today, probably you will one shot kill him.
Hey, I've been rolling really well, and then I rolled a nat 1, so it could be the opposite for you. You never know.
I mean, the one in this combat that did the most damage to you was you. So that's the combat. Yeah, it does hit.
And the longsword, it's let me see.
2d6? No, that's a great sword. That's 1d8.
It's one-
I think.
it's one-
It's a D8 or a D10 if you're holding it with two hands.
Mm-hmm.
Which I
Well,
assume
that's
you're
a long
not
sword,
because you
short
threw a
sword,
javelin
yeah.
before.
Is it a long sword or a short sword? Because a long sword is versatile. Short sword is just one-handed.
It's longsword. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong dice.
Oh,
23
23
damage!
damage.
All right.
5 damage.
As you swing yourself, more or less, I guess, and you do a little incision on this part of the chin. Not really big, but it seems to not much blood coming out of it. You assume it's because it doesn't have much blood to begin with.
Uh-oh.
So with that said, do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, I just look at Balthor and say, "Thank you for giving me the right show's movement."
No. You're welcome, little buddy.
So Walter, your turn now.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my movement to pull out, because pulling out a weapon is a movement, right?
Yeah.
Free action. I think it's free action, isn't it, in 5e?
Well, we can use it the same way we said. We can use half movement to pull out the weapon, as we did with
Oh,
Falcon.
okay. I didn't know that. All right, fair.
That would be
okay.
it with Falcon, isn't it?
No, we
I mean,
did.
it's up to you. It's up to you.
Yeah, DM rules.
Well, for now, let's say half movement for that, and I will think about it after the session.
Fabulous. All right, then I'm going to pull out my rapier, and I am going to stab this little bastard. Hopefully, and I do not stab him.
Nope.
I assume
And
does an 8 does an 8 hit?
no, it does not.
No, it does
You
not.
try to hit him, but considering that you're not really trained in dual wielding, you don't have enough
Right.
maneuverability, and just well, next time maybe.
Master, you could have used me.
Anything
Oh,
else?
well, I'm not. Am I proficient in long swords?
I
don't
would
think
say
I am.
you're on rapiers. I would say that you would be on longsword, don't you?
It should be on your character
Weapons,
sheet on the left.
battle
Our
Alright.
artificers aren't.
Firearms, net rapier, simple weapons, warhammer, and whips. So long swords are martial weapons, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I am
So
not
no.
proficient with you yet.
you will be if you
Yeah, we
if
can
you
work
will
on it.
him.
So this.
Well, you get it when you choose your
Oh, no,
subclass,
because,
probably.
like,
Perhaps we're not a match.
So it's
Oh,
just
you'll have to break up.
I was actually thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, what if there was a way that you guys could make a contraption that Sharpo could like slot into Karnas's like missing arm and like be
Amazing.
I mean, we probably could.
Yeah, we've got 2 arms.
Give us time.
we would complete each other.
Sorry, I was trying to stop it. I didn't know how to stop it.
Is Sharpo leaving me? Is that what's happening?
No.
No, I was just
Well, guys, do you want to do anything else on your turn then, Baltor?
I do not. No.
Oh, okay. Then, before the start of your turns, everyone that is on difficult terrain, please give me a Constitution check.
Just a check.
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw, sorry.
I'm not on difficult terrain, right?
Good at those.
I would say no. You're on the verge of it, so no.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you're all fucking lucky because it was just enough. Well, good enough for you, not just enough. So you see as leeches try to climb on you, but you are resilient enough to be able to get them out of you. So nothing happens.
Ew, fuck those things.
Valmir.
Alright. That bolt in the back fucking hurts.
You're a bastard.
I'll heal you.
Vengeance.
I will heal you when it comes around to my turn because I feel bad.
Like a apprentice
yeah.
like master, always stabbing people in the back.
Nah, it's like the Sith. It's like the apprentice kills the master and becomes the master.
You better fix what you did, Seraph. And I'll just swing at the mosquito next to me with my warhammer.
Okay.
Fuck.
Nope.
Not enough.
Nope.
It seems to be a pretty fast mosquito indeed. And as you try to string him with your heavy hammer, he just gets out of the way and just comes to the same place, and he's still hovering around you.
Stay
Anything
still,
else on your
bitch. That's pretty much it.
No, Cornis.
Alright. Karnas is going to cast. He'll do. He'll like raise his shield, and like this white light is going to shoot out of the center of it towards the lizard, and he's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, let me do my check.
Dex
That's
save?
I think
It's a
pretty good
13
one.
dex save.
Then I have the
Oh, wait, that's
I
fine.
have the 16, so yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Luckily
Fuck
for the lizard, he just gets out of the way barely, but he gets out of the way, and you see as this flame pops practically beside him.
All right.
Anything else on your turn, Carnis? Oh,
Nope. That's
too
it.
many windows. Too many windows. So
The
it's
life
the
of a
turn
dungeon
for
master.
Seraph, I would say, before the leader.
Cool. Feeling
Don't
extremely
shoot
bad.
anyone in the back this time,
5,
please.
10, 15 foot of movement.
Well, it will be 10.
Huh?
It's double movement. It's in difficult terrain.
Yeah, it says 15 feet to there, so I've got 30.
Sure.
Cure wounds. So you heal up 4 points, Balmir.
Yes.
Well,
I can still feel it in the back.
as a
Well, yeah, so
act
run
of
up to
redemption, you
Balmir
can
and
feel
then-
a little bit better about this healing, but
So I run
There's
up to
a still
Balmir, put
agujero
one
in
hand
there.
on his back, other hand grab the bolt, and then just rip it out of his back, and the other hand's gonna cure wounds to seal it up.
anything else?
Alright, I couldn't see in the mist. I apologize. It's difficult to see.
Stop making excuses. You're trying to kill him.
I'll try to kill you in a
I
minute.
always knew you were jealous of me blacksmithing skills.
So as you're discussing, the mosquitoes have something to say.
Right.
Valmir, does a 20 hit you?
Ooh.
Let me see. Fuck yeah.
Oh
Bitch.
yeah. So, you're the bitch.
Good job, I just healed you up. So you're on what? If you're on 3, so you're on 7.
It's 7, yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. So that's 5 points of damage, and
Oh,
you
I'm
see
still alive.
Thank fuck.
as the mosquito just gets inside. Well, it's inside you. Well, yes, but
Nah.
your beard
Oh.
seems to not be this red ally anymore, and it just punctures you in the middle of your chest, and it seems to not. Well, he doesn't want to go out. Let's say, as he just is stuck in there, like
What type of damage is it?
piercing.
Right.
Magical, no, not magical. Okay, so it's attached. Next mosquito for Carnis with an amazing 19. Do I hit?
Oh, Lord.
19 does hit.
Oh wait,
And
shit, I
that's
just realized something.
5 points of damage once again.
Okay.
And the same way as you try to cover, it gets stuck on one of your shoulders, the one that you have your, well, the lack of your arm, the one you don't have the arm.
Missing, yeah.
Yeah,
You have a mosquito mace now.
exactly.
Hey.
There we go.
And as you
Perfect.
feel as it starts to suck your blood. And after them,
What was
the
that?
not so that lizard will try to vengeance and go for Balter again. Disadvantage? As you use your
I don't know. Do I still have my frenzy?
they have a disadvantage on the attack because of Sharpo?
As a reaction,
As a reaction, yes, I can do it.
Are you going to do it?
Yes, of course.
I
Oh.
suppose, yeah, because you've had your turn,
Then-
you get your reaction back.
I was
You're-
also just to.
You're a
to
lucky boy
specify-
because I got a 13 on the first one, but in the second I got a 1. So this
Yeah.
for lizard
Another
is
one?
not having the best day.
Wow. Oof.
Once again,
Another natural one.
with a 1, the remaining of their teeth is going to just fall, so no damage at all.
Oh my God.
With a 2, he's going to tap one of the mosquitoes, half damage though, but I don't think it's going to matter. With a 3, he's going to, well, you know what? With a 3 and 4, he's going to just die. It's been rough. It's been a rough day. He's been
He's just
suckled
gonna
with
have a heart
blood.
attack.
He's gonna
Just
blow
gonna-
up.
He just doesn't
Just
want to
gonna-
live anymore.
You're just gonna disintegrate.
Yeah, he's trying to. No, the lack of blood is enough to kill him, maybe.
Right.
But
He'd
well,
believe that.
luckily, unlucky for you, it wasn't a 4 out of 3. So he's going to lose the remaining of his teeth. So as he bites you, Sharpo it slams again, and all the teeth goes flying, and you This crocodile I cannot bite anymore.
Oh my god.
I wanted to specify for last time. We forgot that when I transform into a sword, I am not a long sword. I actually become a great sword because the long sword is the weapon I use.
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah.
Well,
Even still,
then
Gotcha.
next time we'll do it like this. So yeah, not the best day for this for our lizard friend. Sharpo, do you want to end his misery once and for all?
Right.
Once again, I do the same miserable thing. I talk to Baltor, and I'm like,
I'm in battle mode, means I have no will whatsoever. Master, tell me what to do, for I lack better sense of actions, or better.
Kill
I
the
should-
goddamn lizard right in front of us.
Oh, you, and I roll to hit.
and I roll to hit.
And I roll to hit.
Oh my god.
Ew, that's a 3 plus 5.
This the incoherent movement of the lizard seems to be enough to, well, dismay the attack. It's like you try to hit him and he just starts shaking in weird ways, so just misses. So next is going to be Valtor, unless you want to do any other thing.
I pass.
Okay. So if I tried to use him as a weapon, I would be rolling at disadvantage, right?
I think it's
No.
just you don't use your proficiency.
Yes, yeah. You just lose proficiency bonus. So
Yeah.
it'd be strength if you just straight roll plus strength.
Okay.
I mean, you're pretty
straight roll
strong, so maybe.
plus strength.
Maybe
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. So I'm gonna try using him. I'll use my movement to stow my rapier and grab him with both hands. And all right, let's see how this goes. I think I hit because I also get a +4, so 22.
You do
Yeah.
hit this poor little, well, not so little lizard.
And what's the roll for greatsword damage?
D12.
2d6.
Oh, it's 2d6. Okay.
Oh, 2d6.
I keep getting,
Yep.
I keep getting great axe and great sword mixed
So
up.
then it would be 10 damage.
10 damage. He was.
Because I have my
Was he
strength
all damage
advantage,
before?
right?
Yeah, he was. How much damage was it? Sorry.
10 damage total.
It was 9 damage before. Is it possible? No, 5 damage. So it's 15 damage in total.
Yes.
Okay, he's still alive, but not by much. As you
Oh,
use all your strength and you bring this great sword down with your friend just going, "Ah!" and you hit the lizard on top of his head, but not. Well, should be enough to kill him, but he seems to be really resilient. And as you pull out the sword, seems to still be moving, but in a really, really,
Sad way.
sad and confused, let's say.
All right. Like, how do you feel about that, Sharple?
And with that, sorry. Oh, I went out of the game. Sorry, from the roll 20.
Don't worry.
oh, what are you like, you scrub?
We wait the 20 seconds of. No, not 20 seconds. Okay. Am I in? Am I in? Hello? Oh no, that's not. Sorry, I went to the Delver stream. Please.
Yeah, that's the wrong one.
too many campaigns.
That's a mood. I need
There's
to figure out
such a
more.
thing as too many roll. Okay, before do your constitution checks again, guys, the ones that are in difficult terrain, if you don't mind.
Wait,
If you
am I
mind,
in
I don't
difficult? Yeah, I am there, aren't I? 'Cause I'm off the path.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop
Oh, okay. No pressure on
Way
me.
to
then.
waste a 20.
What
Well,
the?
it would probably kill me. I have
Hey.
2 HP.
Hey, they will go down in 2. 26, 24, 22.
Okay, both Valmir and Carnage, you don't have to really care about leeches anymore. They are not interested. Their skin is too thick. They trade and it's like, you know what? We are smart enough as leeches to know this is not a good target. So they just say bye and go back to the mat. And you, Sarah,
That's an 8.
your food leaves you enough time to get to the leeches and get them out of you.
Ha. See?
So yeah, Valmir, your turn. You have the mosquito quite literally inside of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to take my warhammer. I'm just going to try to get it off of me.
Okay. I don't know if they give you disadvantage if you're on this.
I'm assuming that they would have disadvantage.
I don't know. That's
Yeah, because they can't move.
rules as written. You're not supposed to have it, I think. However, we don't do that here. I would say you have disadvantage because
We don't follow the rules.
You don't follow the rules. That's for
We do what makes sense.
Where we're going, we don't need a rule.
realism. Oh, are you casting a spell? Have you read all of the magic theory around it?
Wait, so I have disadvantage?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Okay. Never mind. So yeah, you hit him.
All right.
Oh, he doesn't. The thing doesn't have disadvantage because it can't move.
The stitch.
Or I feel like he would have advantage because it can't move.
Yeah, but if you're holding a weapon, it's like trying to hit. I don't know. I think I believe it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Maybe you can
it's
hit
an
it.
awkward thing if there's something.
Yeah,
on
it's
you.
pretty awkward to
That's right.
wield. For example, you have a sword. What do you do? Stab yourself?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, it's damage enough. So you basically hit him in the head as the needle is still stuck on you, but all the rest of the body just boom, falls.
I'm just going to move back. Like, get back to the path.
Damn leeches. As you see, all covered in mud, and some leeches are still trying to eat you, but well, you're not tasty enough, so they just
So
They
the
don't
Lord
like
gets an attack.
They're
of
racist. They don't like
opportunity with
dwarvish
no
blood.
damage, right?
okay. Cornice.
So it's stuck in my arm.
Yeah.
Can I? How solid is the ground that I'm on?
Right now, if you don't move at all, it's just mud, so it's not really solid. But you can get to the path, which is much more solid.
Okay, so I'm going to move. So it's stuck in me, right?
Yeah.
So if I move, it's not going to get opportunity attack.
No.
Okay, so I get to the solid path, and then I want to do a little hop, and I want to slam my arm that has the thing into the ground and just smash the shit out of it.
That's clever.
I don't know how to do that.
A strength check with advantage. Let's do it.
Okay,
It's clever, so I'll give you advantage.
and I'm gonna guidance myself with that.
And you're a fucking elephant, so I mean, he's going to.
So that's a 20.
Well, I hope you didn't really need many parts of it because as you go to the ground, it explodes completely. However, the needle seems to penetrate a little bit more into you. So 1 point of damage, let's say. It's not really that harmful.
Sure.
Penetrates a little bit more inside of you, but the mosquito just blood. Just red in the ground.
Just blood.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And Seraph, your turn.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna back up a little bit away from this bitch.
You can take an opportunity attack with no
opportunity
damage.
attack, 'cause I was right next to it. I've not been hit yet, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, he can try to hit you with his tail. Is that what he's going to do? Yeah. Oh well. Do you want to use Sharpo? Do you want to use your reaction for helping your friend
He's
Sarah?
already used it.
Oh yes, until it's my turn, I can't use it. I can only use one
really? Yeah,
reaction.
true.
Yeah.
Then it's a 20. It should hit you.
Yep, 15 AC.
And it does no damage.
No,
That's-
it's not a bite. It's a
It's a
tail
tail.
slap.
Oh, oh
So
dear.
4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Four's alright. I'm still above half.
As if it was a whip, it gives you a little slap on your butt, like I.
Sorry,
But
I
you get-
can only protect my wielder.
But you get to the
That's
path.
fun. That's fine. I don't need it.
That's fun.
Pachow. Crossbow shot. 17 to
Pachow.
hit and 11 damage if it does hit.
Well, he was like 5 damage away to die, so
Well, yeah, so as I pull away, the tail whips across my back, I turn around.
as you
Hits him
hit
as my
him
cat form and right in the eye.
in his eye, you can see as he
He
tries
doesn't
to
have
look
eyes.
at you
It's a
with
skeleton.
the
There's
only
a-
eye that he has left. Well, it's not really a skeleton; it's just really
Oh.
Exactum. With the only
Gotcha.
eye he has in,
Decomposed.
you look into his eyes, you stir his
Yeah.
soul, and you believe you could really understand. Thank you, as he just perishes.
I think Seraph's got the most kill counts still at this point.
Fucking bitch! You always just swoop in and take the final shot.
You almost kill the first member of your team.
All right. Well, I think shall we go into our dismantling phase? Carnus, do you want to do some medicine checks?
Sure.
Yeah, first of all,
I would very
every
much like
time.
some healing
Yeah.
if someone could help me out.
remember both Carnage and Valmir,
Is
you
someone gonna
have
help me?
needles stuck,
Uh,
and you have other 3 mosquitoes laying in there. Well, 5 mosquitoes in total. 2 of them with one exploded.
I'm assuming someone's helping me with the medicine check.
Yeah, I'm going to be helping you.
And then that's a 16.
It's
I
good
love how
enough.
every
You
single one of us has
know
that.
enough about your body to be able to extract the needle out of it and do not do any harm. And for Valmir, do you want just to, for sake of time, we will use the same check. So Canis will come to you and you see as, well, he's not really careful, but it's like, bah, chas! But it's okay, not damage, just, it wasn't that stuck in. And for the rest, if you want to get as many components as possible of the stages,
Sturgis.
you can use a survival check.
All right. So,
Ow.
Balmir, are you ready?
Sturgeon, like cactus.
Are you ready to do your darn job, Balmir?
I'll give you some magical guidance, but I'm going to sit down and take a rest. I was shot in the back. Hurting quite bad.
You kind of feel a dagger throwing it at your back. It's not really hurtful physically, but it is emotionally.
I will help.
Yeah, the damage was emotional.
Okay. Then I will do my survival, and you're giving me guidance, you said?
Yeah, I'll give you guidance, but I'm gonna be sitting and taking a short rest while they
Oh, wait.
do this.
if you want, I
Wait,
can guide him. So it doesn't
Baltor's
affect him.
doing survival.
Oof. I would say I have a +4. I
Oh,
think
there you
I've
go.
been doing it so far, but there you go.
It's as well. He needs to do it.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Well, from the stages that you actually have, one of them is a pot of red in the ground, but the others you can get both the glands and the needle. So you have 5 needles and 4 venom glands.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Who's keeping track of that again?
I am.
And as you look at the others, I mean, you're able to get the wings and all the other parts, but you don't think it's going to be useful. But you can keep them if you have any idea on how.
Maybe we can sell them.
Do crocodiles count as
Wings?
lizards?
I don't
Can
know,
we
maybe.
use anything from it?
A fan, maybe.
Hold on 1 sec while all right, so we've got needles, we've
5
got
needles, 4 glands.
glands, and then I'm just going to say other mosquito parts.
Yeah.
Okay, so sturge glands. Sturge.
I should have given them more hit points since they were bigger than actual stages, but well. Oh well. Next time I will factor. I mean, level 1 encounters are bitches because you get a little bit more dangerous than you should, and everyone is dead. Or everyone does it with no problem. So there's
Or
no
accidentally shoot,
intermediate
or accidentally
point.
shoot one of your own party members in the back.
Yeah.
It helps.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair,
that-
I didn't even bother using the emboldening bond, which is
Right.
so good. That's kind of why I'm like, it'd be cool if Sharpo and Karnas teamed up and they could always be bonded and just get super crazy benefits from that.
You can
You
tell
gotta
Sharp.
talk to me,
Maybe
man. You
he's
gotta
down.
befriend me. I am just a sly soul. You have to befriend me.
He has no free will. You just tell him you're his master, and he's like, all right.
All right,
It's also
seems
true.
logic to me.
That's not how
I'll
it
go.
works.
Okay. So, and what did we get from the lizard? Do we need to do another set of rolls?
Nah, let's do the same. The lizard, unfortunately enough, it wasn't really well. He wasn't in his best moment, so you get the bones. You can get some skin, but it seems to be pretty not the best quality of skin.
Probably won't get anything for that.
And as you get to the organs, I mean, that's gonna be an ignorant question, but where do you get pheromones from?
It'd be like.
Well, we're just looking for the. I'm just looking for the glands. If I see that like
Some
the skin
gland.
stuck, could I?
I mean, there are many glands in the body. I don't know where the pheromones actually, because it's not
Maybe.
venomous, this type of lizard.
Brainy, I think, possibly. I don't
No,
know.
maybe like under the chin, like cats or something
Like
like that.
That's what actually.
Well,
what I
yeah.
was
it would be a scent gland, so probably. Well, let's leave it to Carnus to do some medicine.
I'm
Sure.
actually
Yeah.
googling it.
Maybe I don't know it as a master, but maybe Cornish know it, and I will
Is
say
someone gonna help
that
me?
gland.
I am.
Okay, so it depends on the creature.
Well,
But
that's
you got
that's
some in the
better.
eye, some around the butt, chin, flanks. Depends on the creature.
Typically,
so
a
it's up to
scent
you what
gland
you
is
want
going
it
to be found near the anus. Occasionally, they're found in the cheek.
Yeah, depends
Most scent
on
glands are found on the back end of the creature.
wherever
Well,
you want it
since
to be.
I'm not a biologist, but Cornish seems to be one. He knows that gland that would be the most helpful for the job, and he points it at you,
Yeah.
Walter, so you can extract it.
Great.
It's in the ass, of course.
And
Take,
it was
take the
indeed
ass
in the
gland.
ass. Take the ass.
Just shank it. Just shank the knife right up the butt.
All right,
This
and
whole-
then is somebody helping me with that?
Yeah,
I'll
what
give
it-
you assistance unless you want me to take
Guidance.
over. 'Cause I have plus
yeah,
4 to
guidance.
survival, so up to
Oh
you.
yeah, I'll let
I
you
don't-
do. I'll let you do the lizard.
All right. So roll with advantage. Guidance.
All right, there we
Plus
go.
a D4. But that's a grand total of 26.
Oh, not only that, but you're careful enough to get to each and every of the teeth that were broken, and you start collecting them.
Gonna keep a few of those for myself as
Right.
trophies.
You get all the bones, you get the skin. Not the best quality of skin, but maybe you can do something with that. It is
I don't
it
think
is
we
strong
can.
since it has scales on it, but it
Well,
seems to be well.
I'm the one that actually creates the leather armor. So, like, would I be able to create something with it?
Not a full armor, even though it is really big. The parts that are actually profitable, since it was in not the best conditions, maybe something more like glow, something small you can do with that.
Okay, all right.
Some
There are some
cowboy
parts
boots.
that are not that bad.
Ooh, crocodile skin boots. There you go.
And when it comes to the bones, you can get all the bones in their body, but I guess that since there are many and it is big, you should select some of them that you think it's going to be useful for you. You got a really good roll, so you can choose whatever.
I'm just gonna
whichever you
say,
want.
I'm going to
Skull
say
might be
this
interesting for
giant,
somebody.
giant lizard stuff, and we can go.
Yeah,
over it.
giant lizard stuff.
Yeah.
That's all.
The
Until you
skull,
get
skull will be probably fetch some money to the right person.
at least
who
cool.
has very-
Dibs.
You can use it for drinking soup or something.
Do we have?
A teethless skull.
So you're going to
What
say
was the
also?
question, Walter? Sorry.
So we don't have a. I'm just like carrying all this crap, right? In
Yeah,
my
you
back.
don't have a bag of holding.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't have a I'm assuming
Did-
we'll probably
did
be able to
bring
share
the
this
sled?
between everybody.
Did we bring the sled that we created?
Yes, we have a sled, don't we? Good point.
Yeah,
made
we
that
created a
last session.
sled to carry
remember.
heavy stuff.
Well remembered.
You never said to bring that. You
Yeah,
never
we
said
can make another
even.
one.
So, for time's sake, because you're able to do another one, let's say that you brought it with you.
Right.
I was going to
Was
assume
I
it's
able
probably one of those
to,
things that we would take with us anyway, just in case.
Especially since we knew we were hunting big stuff.
But there we go.
Did I get a short rest during this time?
Excuse me?
Did I get a short rest during this time?
Yeah, you can get a short rest.
Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, "When do we head back to that nice lady's house and have some tea, and we can talk to her about these little needles?"
It'll be a pleasure.
Bonus battle against the witch. Nice.
Oh my god!
With Balmir.
Okay,
it was
you got
1 or 2
me.
hit points.
Okay, you got me. Where's the initiatives?
Is there
Okay,
anything else
so-
that I'm also gonna look around and see if there are any fun plants.
Okay, you
Yeah, Carnus will do that too.
I want to find some poisonous stuff.
Can we do advantage on that since we're both looking for the same things?
Sure, yeah.
And what is that a nature check or is it?
I would say nature check because if you find something but you don't know what it is, it doesn't make much sense.
Sure, I'll help you, and then you help me with the medicine check.
Fabulous. All right, I got a 23 nature.
It's like, I found all these plants. Are they
Plus
good?
let's see. So 26 nature.
Hey.
Since I didn't have any plans for that, you just put on your little sheet or something. Interesting plan, and I will think about it.
Okay.
Remind me next time, and I will say you what it does.
Can I roll a medicine check for it? See if I know to
Yeah,
potentially
sure, but
help
I will give
you
next session, though.
factor that in.
So-
Nope.
Wow,
You don't know much about it.
and
Dual aids.
that's a little better. 12,
12. Well,
not much better.
I want to give you something interesting, and I don't want to ball it in the moment because it's not going to be
Sure,
interesting.
sure.
So for now, I will have a little note for me, a sticky note.
Yeah.
I will
I'm gonna
keep it
say
near
it's
me.
an
And
unidentified
next
plant.
session, you will know what the plant actually was.
And how many of those did I find? Just one?
I mean, it was quite a lot. So with a nature check, I would say you find whatever the plant is, it can use for 6 doses of the thing that it's going to do.
Okay, so I've got unidentified plant 6. Great. All right. We've got a lot of stuff that we are
You have a lot of
carrying
stuff.
around. Did we? Oh, I haven't had chance to. No, because we're heading back. Okay. So we still have all of this stuff.
Just a lot of shit.
There's a bunch of stuff. There is a bunch of stuff that is.
We stored it at what's his name's house.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
spider stuff
Isabella
stored
or
in
Urifir?
without Frida's
Urifir.
house.
Yeah, Urifir.
He's holding on to that shit for us.
Yeah, you pronounce Urifir better than I do, Valmir. Even though I was the one that created the name. It sounds more
I played a lot of
authentic
Elven-
coming from you, Urifir.
I've played a lot of elf characters. I just automatically go into that pronunciation.
Okay, so if you don't want to do anything else, do we come back to the hut then?
So before we enter the hut, I am
Sure.
going to cast Detect Magic. And it's going to hold up for 10 minutes. So I'm casting it like before we get there, so that it's
Let
going
me
to hold.
see how detect magic actually works. In the
You
sense
see an
of
aura around anything magical, and you can also tell.
I know
what's
for you,
magical.
for what other people see or what other people can sense. That's the thing I don't know.
Oh.
It just says you
Look,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
just you.
say.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's just
specify.
Like if other
just
people
part
could
of
tell
it.
that I cast it,
Well, you're an artificer. How is detect magic for you?
I use
I
like
will do it with that.
I have a set of goggles always strapped to my head. So I just put them on. I sort of tap them with my hammer, and they sort of glow for a second and dissipate. And when I look around, I see the auras of anything magical.
Of course, it dissipates,
those
so it's
little
not
head by your
obvious.
hammer.
Yeah, how convenient.
I mean, if she put on a detect magic as well, she might see divination magic coming from me.
Well, maybe she's not a magic
but
user.
it's-
Maybe she
but it's
cannot do
not
that.
visible. I don't think it's visible otherwise.
No.
Okay,
it's-
so
yeah,
you
it's
go
just-
with goggles on. Anything else you want to do before going to that witch's hut?
No, I
No,
think
I'm just happy to have
good.
some more
I
tea
don't
because
know.
it was delicious.
Cool.
Don't have anything.
Nothing? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm good. Because it's short rested.
Right.
I'm full on health and shit, so I'm good.
I'm gonna just very happily like knock on the door with my sturge needles.
A few puncture wounds in the wooden door.
And what was her name? Annika?
Annika. Yeah.
Annika, are you there, my dear?
Yes. One moment. As she comes out and you see as she has her dress not really put it on correctly, you got me in a... Well, I was having not the best moment to come, but okay. Come in. I'm ready now.
And so we can come back a little later if you'd like, my dear.
I'm ready. I just had to go a little faster. So, wanna see it? That was fast. You got what I asked you for?
Yes, and I'll pull out all 5 of the needles.
Oh, nice. She gets them. Those are going to be really useful. And did you get the other things you were looking for in these staircase?
We
What
did.
it was, if I may ask?
And we found all kinds of things. And then we got. We also found these plants. Do you know anything about them?
Oh, let me take a look. Ah, yes. Actually, you can use it for that tea I told you I will tell you about.
Oh,
But-
good. You can make delicious tea.
Well, you will need some more ingredients that is not as easy to find. But if you're smart enough with these ingredients, this tea can be, quite...
Poisonous.
You say that out loud?
No, I'm kidding.
No, you can say it out loud. It can be quite useful, let's say.
Well, that sounds pretty useful, doesn't it?
Indeed. So, well, you've been very brave doing that and helping me, well, with all of that. So, do you want to take a little rest maybe here? Do you want maybe some more tea? Maybe something to eat?
I'd love a little more tea if you've got it.
Sure. I already have some. Anything for you guys? Nothing?
I'm good.
We're okay.
Thanks.
I'm okay.
Can I
Thank
just
you.
do a quick perception check just to see if there's anything that I couldn't see from when I took a quick look in before? Just see if there's anything
Sure.
which might be a little bit off. Because I still don't trust this bitch. Fucking letting me down now. 14.
Not really. I think it was exactly the same.
I
from
think it was,
before.
yeah. God damn
So,
it.
even though you're
Am I seeing
inside the
anything
house,
magical?
yeah, you detect magic. You do sense some magic in some of the bottles, and let me take a look at something. The type of magic in the bottles, it does really change depending on them. It's a lot of schools of magic. It seems to be quite faint, not really much of it, but there's a little touch of it, let's say. So I need just give me 1 second.
I'll just take a peek at them, see if any of them are showing any, let's say, aberration.
Excuse me?
I'm just gonna see if I can see any bottle that might be showing some sort of aberration from it.
Sure, you'll find one. Yeah. Well, some of them seems to have abjuration magic, and you can see that the lady seems to have an aura of illusion around her.
Yeah, she does.
I fucking called that shit. I called it.
I knew it. Of course we did.
We called it.
Yeah. I mean,
It doesn't mean she's
I think
evil.
everyone figured. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm just going to.
I
I'm just
mean,
taking a look at the potions.
Obviously,
Very interesting potions you have on the shelf here.
Yes, well, it's what I do. I hope they're interesting for all of you.
You know, I think it would be great. Do you think if we introduced you to some people in Splinter's Point, maybe you could supply a little medicine for him?
A Splinter's Point, huh? Not the first time I heard about that place.
It's the Wood
Well-
Elf town.
Or
forest.
Delver's Dream.
Delver's
Yeah.
Dream. Sure.
It's a new
sounds
place that we're
delightful.
doing. They're creating a whole camp up there next to the mine, the old dwarven mine.
If I
Okay,
remember
I know
rightly,
where
they're
that
trying to
is.
build an all new settlement.
You what?
Hmm.
If I remember rightly,
Okay.
weren't they trying to build a whole new settlement? Was that right?
I mean, we were hired by them, so yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but that was Seraph because he was like, eh.
Oh,
Obviously, I
I'm
know
trying to
Seraph
expand my
is-
investigations, and to be honest, this swamp kind of got a little small for me and my curiosity. So, if you're such good workers as I've seen, maybe you can be useful for me. I can find you on Splinter's Punch, you said? Or the other
Well,
one?
we're based out of Delver's Dream. I've got a shop in Joaquin's Spiral, and so does Balmir, though his shop is a little more raggedy than mine.
Oh,
Burn.
It's hard to
so-
clean when you're so popular.
I mean, not for most people. I'm sorry, you're a filthy cat.
okay.
still have a
Seraph
little
says
mud
nothing,
right
but just
there.
looks as his.
Just-
Seraph says nothing,
just here,
but looks
little
as
mud.
he flicks his
Just
claws
here.
out and then pulls it back in.
I don't know what's between you two dwarves, but come on, don't be so hard with him. I'm sure you're all tired.
He knows that I appreciate him and what he does.
Oh, really?
Say it again.
I believe. Oh.
No, once is enough, you bastard.
I believe the term is frenemies. Friendly enemies.
Frenemies.
Yes.
I only had enemies, so I'm not
dear.
really.
That doesn't
Maybe
sound
that's
good.
it.
We could be your friends, I'm sure.
We'll see that, but Your
Friendly.
Frenzies.
yeah, we can be
Yes, Sharpo.
friends.
Yes, frenzies.
I understand you, woman. I have traveled, not a lot.
Let me take away this point. I have traveled, not a lot, but I have traveled, and my relationships with people have been peculiar, to the point where this friend over here, Cheese, he actually told me I was not people. So I feel you.
That's
I don't-
not what he said.
I mean, you skirted the line. You skirted the line.
No, he was trying to say that he's not
Yeah.
organic, so that if someone were to eat him, it wouldn't really work. That was all he was saying.
You
Stop
heard Sharpo
being mean to
saying
him,
zero.
Fairness.
Your specific words were that I was not people, and I agree with you. I'm a tool.
You
do
are
not-
people. You're
Oh.
great people. Did you
What's
see
your
how
name,
you did
little
so
guy?
well against the lizard?
You were doing it. I was just following
then-
my destiny.
Suddenly you hear like the background music
dear.
swell, and it's like, no, dear,
As the camera
you're a
plays
real
out
boy.
slowly.
Come on, what's your name, little guy?
My name, Cheese. Oh, Cheese. Well, my name, I don't know. My code of creation is Sharpo.
Yes.
Okay, Sharpo, come near me, dear. Let me tell you a secret.
Mhm.
I mean, this distance is fine for me.
But
Seraph
I don't
keeps
want
a
them
very
to
close
hear
eye.
that. I only want you to hear that.
Sure.
Give me a second. I'm still in sword mode.
There it is.
You're like,
There's the other bit.
I don't know how to stop it. Okay, it's done. Sorry.
Okay.
I love that there's
How
a little
long it is
pause
yet.
and then it goes again.
It's like, okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway.
During this, Balmer's just making straight eye contact with Seraph, and he's going
Sure.
very subtly.
Sometimes, especially big guys can get a little, jealous.
yeah.
If anyone tells you that you are not people, it's because they are really afraid that you are more people than they actually are. hmm I've been told everything in the book, and it's always because of jealousy. They don't like that you're a strong, independent sword
Blade.
blade, and he's just, well, you need to give him a space to accept your new coming and what you're doing for all the group. And he's so
Lady,
happy that you are more people than he thinks you are.
what was your name again? Calliope or something?
No, Annika, I don't turn things into animals.
Way off.
Annika,
That was-
listen. I feel like we are becoming frenzies. To remember of this encounter, I would ask you, could you help me? I want to remember you. Give me a name.
Oh wow.
Oh
A
shit.
name for you.
Or
Okay.
perhaps you told me I was a brave blade. To remember you, I from now on choose on my own will that my name is Blade.
Sure. I was gonna say Pygmalion, but sure. Well, Pygmalion. What's the name in English for Pygmalion? Luca?
It's
a-
so Pygmalion
Pygmalion, yeah.
in English was God, it was the guy in My Fair Lady.
Well,
that's
yeah,
what
not
it
only
is.
My Fair Lady, but it's a Greek. It's the
No, it's a
the
Greek
Greek
myth.
Pinocchio. The Greek
Pygmalion
Pinocchio is
was-
Pygmalion.
Pygmalion was the guy. The
Yeah. Not the creation, but the
yeah, the
sculpture.
artist was named Pygmalion.
The creation. Do you know the sculpture?
For
What was the name?
Pinocchio, oh, what was the guy?
Geppetto?
Geppetto, but
Geppetto.
You want me to be called
Yeah,
Geppetto?
No,
I mean,
Pinocchio. You would be
look-
Pinocchio. There was no, I can't remember. It was God. That
give me
makes
1
me
second that I do my
already.
research.
Well,
Pygmalion,
It's Galatea.
Galatea. Okay. That's quite feminine. You can get Blade, sure.
You can call me Gal.
Sure, Gal.
Which means
also
woman.
means woman, so-
I mean, gender is not that easy, so why not?
I have nothing down there, so Gal it
Kind of
is.
girlish to me. Well, not really, but
Gal switch.
Mhm.
Actually, let's go with Sharpo Gal.
Sharpo Gal.
Sharpo gal.
Or you could go for Blade, completely get rid of your first name and have Switchblade.
Oh God.
Girl, not Gal. Girl, directly.
Oh, girl.
But are you a boy or a girl? I'm a
My
girl.
favorite superhero, man.
You boy, girl. I am a blade.
What's your superpower? Being a blade. Isn't that enough for you? Okay. Well, really nice that you accepted my name, Gal.
We bonded, Calliope. I will forever remember you and your beautiful name.
Well, my name is still Annika, but yeah, sure. You can call me Calliope, I guess. So, did the Stitches invade him or something?
Yes, one was bitten. Why? Is there a problem?
Yeah. Well, it was. I wasn't clear enough. It was talking about you to the others.
Ah!
Huh?
I'm just looking around, like I don't know what's going on.
But yeah, it's been a long day, and maybe if you don't mind and you're not scared of, well, me, you can spend the night here, maybe.
I don't think that will be necessary. We should head back to
We have our own
Splinter's Point.
arrangements.
At this time of the day, I mean, it's been a while since you've been on Fox Cradle. It's
Well,
getting
I
kind of
think
late.
that they're probably wondering because they probably thought that we were only going to stay away a day, and it's been a couple now. So,
Indeed.
how far from the actual highway are we?
By that you mean the Splinter's
The
Point?
main road.
Ah, the main road. Okay. As Anika, I will tell you. Well, if you follow this path, you can get to the main road in about 3 hours, but it's going to get, well, dark by that time.
Anuka, let me give you a little piece of advice that someone gave to me once. You're saying it's getting a little bit dark, but things are not always as they seem out there. So,
Okay,
we go.
yeah. I guess I said that.
We really should be getting back. I'm sure we can set up camp along the main road.
We're
That's
very
safe now.
comfortable sleeping in tents.
Okay,
But thank you for all your tea. It's lovely.
sure enough. And we will see us again, don't we?
That would be great.
horny.
In my defense, the only feminine voice I know how to do is a horny feminine voice. I only know how to do that, darling.
Oh my god. All right, well, I'm gonna head out then.
Yeah. Sorry,
Out of
one
the hut.
sec.
Yep.
Goodbye.
I'm going to to exit last. I'm just going to look over
Yeah,
my shoulder
I'll be
at her
right back,
angrily.
And
And
she
then I'll
says to
leave.
you, "Be careful with the leeches."
Thanks for the advice. I just go.
Sure.
Son of a bitch, Guillermo.
Why?
The bitch
You're
is
like-
hiding something.
Are we gonna do like a? Do you want to do like a quick break, real quick?
Well,
I
I've got to go, so 'cause
I think
obviously
he
it's
has
gone
to
half 7,
go.
which is my usual sort of cut-off time.
Okay.
So,
Well, we got as much as we
I would-
could.
kind of in a good wrap-up place anyway, I think, aren't we?
Excuse me?
Ignore me. I'm thinking that
Okay.
loud to myself. Don't worry about it.
Who's talking?
Yeah. Do you wanna continue or do you want to wrap it here?
Well, if Seraph has to go, maybe we can do a little
wrap
wrap as our Sharpo girl is telling us.
Ah,
I think Sharpo's also said
because
that
I mean,
like
if all
hand
we've got to
motions
do
to
is
also
just get
wrap
back
up.
to, if we've just got to get back to Delver's dream. I mean, we've got.
Sure, but we can get
everything.
that over next time easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because we might get ambushed in the night, you never know.
That's
Who knows?
true.
Who knows?
Don't give him ideas.
Goopy.
Believe me.
Hey, it makes it more fun. I mean, hey, I'm fine.
I don't
I've
think
not
it's
used
going to be
any
any good idea.
skills. or anything.
So let's shut down the light.
Okay.
Bitch is hiding something.
Take care.